Well, the day has finally arrived. We're done on the outside. I have all the trim on. I have all the raw edges of wood I can find painted. Everything, all the parts are put on that I'm going to put on. I would like to eventually get some of those window screens made that you can insert in for each one of the windows. I want to make some storm or screen doors for both doors, because you know when you have the doors open you have bugs that go in the house. So we want to have screen doors and screens in the window. So this is finished. We've made it. Let's turn this thing around, and there's a few things we have to finish up back there, and then we can move to the inside. We did it, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. It's been a very long, slow, trying, frustrating process. But I think you can say the end result was worth it. I think it's very pretty, and I'm looking forward to getting stuff on the inside going now. I think the most I'm looking forward to is doing things with these porches. With the potted plants, the porch furniture with rugs, just to make it comfy for our imaginary people to sit on and enjoy. Okay, I have this back trim on here taped yet, so we're going to go ahead and take that off, the tape off. And if there's any places that are showing raw wood, now will be the time I'll want to paint it. I think I got most of them yesterday when I was putting this trim on. There are, like these walls, the divider walls, I have to put this trim on yet, but I have more trim I can paint, and I still have painted trim left to use, so we're in good shape with the trim. And we're going to work on the chimney next. I have some nifty ideas for that. I'm eager to share them. Okay, we're inside the house now. This is the fireplace, and this is our next project. The kids sent along this little fireplace thing. It's cute, right? It's cute. It's not bad, but it's wood. And wood will burn. I have never seen wood on the outside of a fireplace except for the mantle. So what if we were to take this shape and trace it onto a piece of paper, cover that paper with plastic, and using some cement and rocks I have left over from several years ago when I made a fairy house, we build a stone shape to go in the front of the front of the fireplace. I think I like that idea. We can still put a mantle on the top of it, and then on the inside, because again it's wood, let's build a little platform here and 3 little panels to go on the inside of the fireplace there. We don't have to use it. We can always paint this maybe black if we don't like the way the rocks look. That's why we're going to make them on panels. We can just insert and glue if we like that. And this, if we don't like it, we don't have to use it, but at least we're going to see if that's not going to make it look more realistic. So let's get started, should we? This ought to be a fun project. All right, this is the stuff I used when I made my fairy house. So we're going to go ahead and use that. This might not even work, but we're just going to give it a try. I'm just going to mix up a little bit, pour some water in there. And we want it about as thick as concrete. So let's go ahead and start with this. I don't know, this might just be a really bad idea, but we aren't going to know if we don't try. The only thing I'm really going to be concerned about is getting a smooth bottom edge to it, because obviously that's where it's got to sit. And the side, if it gets a little goofy on the top, we're not going to worry about that, because that's going to be up in the chimney. So now we're going to take some rocks, some little bitty rocks, and we're just going to start sticking them in there. I got these at the local Do-It Center. I went in there and I told the clerk what I wanted to do, and I just needed a shovelful. Could they help me out? So needless to say, they had to go around finding bosses and things to figure out what to do. And he was such a good guy. He said, yeah, just go out and get her a shovelful. We'll figure out how to charge her for it. And that's what they gave me. I put a shovelful in my blue bucket and sent me on my merry way. I think it cost me 50 cents. I was pretty happy, because I just needed just a little bit of rock, because I was just building a little fairy house, you know. I didn't need to buy a whole bag. And I couldn't pick up any gravel that was small enough out of the road. There, I think I kind of like that. So let's go ahead and get the next one formed, which will be this one. I'm going to shape that up a little bit on the bottom. So with all the hard stuff on the outside done, we can get on to this fun stuff. And I really appreciate each and every one of you that watched the construction of this dollhouse, because it was a long, slow process. There was a lot of issues, and I appreciate every one of you for watching, understanding my problems, and those of you who think maybe you might want to try this, you can see kind of what I had to go through. And if you do this, your end result might not be the same as mine. You might have a kit that you can just breeze right through. But I think the end appearance of our dollhouse is really nice. All right, I have the concrete poured and rock is in it. This is the face of the fireplace. I'm hoping I made the concrete thick enough this way to hold these rocks when I pick it up. So we'll see. If it doesn't, we'll have to figure out something else. And over here is the same way. So I thought, well, I'll try something. I made a real thin slurry of concrete and I tried to pour it over it, and all that did was cover up my rock, so you can't see how pretty it is. But we'll see. This is going to be inside the fireplace anyway, so doesn't really matter if you can't see the rock. But this is the one we want to be careful with, because where's my mantle? And this will be how the mantle sits on it. But I'm going to find a prettier piece of wood, something like this oak. It's the same, it's a little bit thinner. All right. This is a little bit thicker. It's another piece of oak I took from my husband's scrap pile. That might look kind of dorky. All right, this is a thinner piece. This is more of the width of the one they wanted on it. So that might look kind of good. If we have to, I'm thinking we can put this behind it, or even glue the concrete thing to this and then glue it to the dollhouse wall, because this will give more. Might be what we need to do. That might be what we need to do. But we also need to be giving a thought to what we're going to finish this wall with in the living room, because I can't put this stuff on until I figure out what I'm going to do with that wall, because there's no way I can cut a smooth line around the edge of the fireplace for the wallpaper or painting or whatever it is I'm going to do in there. So I have to finish that wall and then put the fireplace together. So I'm kind of at a dilemma here. Now I really need to decide if that's going to be the kitchen or the living room where this furnace or fireplace is going to be. I got this for the floor of the kitchen. This is kitchen floor. Okay, and I'm thinking this will work for living room floor, because I don't think I want to take the time to put all these popsicle sticks on for hardwood floor. But going through my husband's junk pile down there, I found some really wide actual oak veneer. Super thin stuff. I retrieved that, I should say I rescued that, because this could be, it will be flooring. And I also, when I was snooping around, I found what was left of the dollhouse I gave away. This is how its wood came for hardwood flooring. Very, very similar to the stuff I retrieved from my husband's trash, except his is actually thinner. So I have flooring options for that. I just need to figure out for sure what room that's going to be. All right, now we need to, I really need to figure out what it is that I'm doing with this. Okay, now if I were to put this wall here, that'd make a really small room. This one gets really big. So if I were to take this out and put this wall here, that would make a nice size room, and that would increase this size room. So I think that's where the wall needs to be. And I'm thinking I would rather have this the living room and have company walk right into the kitchen, because this will be the bathroom. That's pretty much a solid firm. So the only two things I need to figure out is this the kitchen or is this the kitchen? I like the fact that the kitchen would have 2 windows. I like the fact that the living room would have the fireplace. The kitchen would be just fine with 1 window here. And the guests walking, I'm thinking, I've already just decided. I think this will be the kitchen and this will be the living room. All right, so we're sure now. The living room is going to be with a fireplace. So we need to figure out what we're going to do. Am I going to use this hardwood floor covering, or am I going to use this? I think I want to use this. Okay, so that's our hardwood, that's our floor covering, because that's important to know too, because we need to get in front of the fireplace done, because I'm believing this is the one that will sit on the floor in front of the fireplace. Now, do we want to wallpaper, paint, combination? What? I got this on clearance from Hobby Lobby. It was an accident find, and I'm pretty happy I did, because it is 21 pieces of wallpaper. It's the correct scale, 1/12. So do we want to go with that? I don't particularly like that. It's too dark. That looks like flooring. That could maybe go in the bathroom. That's too busy. We could go maybe 1 wall with that of a room. That's scrapbook paper. What about that? We could go with that on the wall. And then how about popsicle stick wainscoting on, oh, we got our living room on the wall, but I'll stain that a darker color. I think we figured it out. And then the ceiling will be white. The trimmer on the windows will be white. So I can go ahead and get that painted now. And I think we just discovered our living room coloring. I think I like that. All right, then. This is it for this video, because I'm going to have to start thinking about cleaning this floor off, and I think I'll start with painting the ceiling, get that done, so I won't have paint dripping all over. I'll get the inside window trims painted, which are right here. I'll have to have 2 of these. I'll get those painted. And what else do we need to do to prep? I need to get to my mantle trimmed, and I'm going to just seal that with a polyurethane sealer. And I need to get the stairs installed. No, I'll do that after I get that wall installed. I need to get that wall glued into place. All right, I got to do some more construction work. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great afternoon, and I'll bring you back when we start actually decorating the living room. Bye.